In my life, there have been struggles. Yes, these eyes have witnessed pain. So many times I've been close to destruction, and this troublesome world has thrown me away. But as I walk through the valley of shadows, as I run through fire and flames, I hear...
Hello, my name is Ali Fadhil. I am an Islamic nasheed reciter. I recite both in a traditional form of Shia recitations as well as the more modern form of melodies and recitations. In any case, I was invited to go as part of a team to attend a charity fundraiser for a youth group called AMY, Australian Muslim Youth. The person that I accompanied there was the filmmaker Reciting, who directed a film about the ziyarah of the Imams in Iraq, and the film is called Cities of Light. In brief, the film follows three different individuals from the West who embark on this journey towards Iraq and visiting the different shrines of Iraq, the shrines associated with the Holy 12 Imams. So what it is, we wanted to introduce the concept of ziyarah and the inspiration of ziyarah to the youths in Australia. So the undertones of the trip was to really sow the seed, so to speak, of ziyarah within the hearts of the Australian youth. So for them, what we really wanted to do was give them a taster of ziyarah from three individuals who they can relate to. Because if you tell them, look, this is a journey from a man who lives in Iraq, who travels towards Basra, you know, the south of Iraq to Karbala, that's not very relatable because it's a very short journey for them. But three individuals who have to travel far and wide to go to Iraq and to sacrifice everything they can to go to Iraq and visit the Imams, the youths over there can relate to that because it's something where there are commonalities between them. Well, number one, financially it's a burden for any youth traveling towards Iraq. Number two, the obstacle of time and work and whatever and family. So like I said, the undertones of our trip towards Australia is to really give them a first-hand account of what it means to go to ziyarah.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Hussein, and we're going to have a fundraising event tomorrow with the Australian Muslim Youth. Just to run down of the event, we're going to have Alhamdulillah Quran, and we're going to have the screening of the Cities of Light documentary. And inshallah after that we're going to have, we have auctions and raffles, and we have a performance by Brother Ali Fadhil, who's came all the way from Britain. Alhamdulillah, and he's gonna do some recitations, English and Arabic. Now the good thing is that this is not just a fundraiser, it's just to get the youth inspired to go visit Ahlul Bayt. And we know, if you go and visit Ahlul Bayt, you'll just naturally become wiser, become more attached to religion, alhamdulillah. So the Australian Muslim Youth is a youth organisation by youth for youth, and we just try to get the youth into the religion through different ways, not traditional means. So for example, we do Islamic Awareness Day where we hand out roses and water for the Arba'in of Imam Hussein, and we go and feed the homeless in the city. We had an event where we did it over 2 months for twice a week for 2 months. And other ways through these fundraisers, through Brother Ali Fadhil, who does very well with the youth, alhamdulillah. So he connects with them, and that's pretty much our aim.
So we're currently at the venue, the Bellevue in Sydney, doing a quick sound check, which is important because when you have functions like this with 200-300 people, if you don't do the appropriate checks beforehand. You need to ensure everything's up and running. You might have issues on the night. So alhamdulillah, preparations are in check. It's going well. And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. Venue's stunning. I can envisage a very enjoyable and fun and productive night tomorrow night, inshallah.
So we arrived in Australia, and for me it was a very new experience because I've never been to Australia before. I didn't know who was going to receive us. I didn't know was there going to be a group of guys who we can get along with. Everything was, you know, I've literally just closed my eyes and gone to Australia, hope for the best. But alhamdulillah, when we did arrive, and I'll talk about this later on, in terms of the AMI youth, very receptive, very comfortable, very warm welcome. There was a deep sense of camaraderie. So there's a deep sense of brotherhood between them, and it's something which us three, the team that we went there, connected with them, as soon as we arrived, within the first hours. So for me, there was a lot of hype built up, and people were telling me, people are here to see, here to see you recite, and they're here to see the film, and there's a lot of expectations on your shoulders. So for me, it was a huge responsibility. Number one, because I wanted to achieve my milestone of introducing the new concept. Number two, to fulfill the expectations. At the end of the day, people are coming here, paid money to see these recitations. You've got to fulfill that. You've got to give them 125%. You understand? So for me, it was very nerve-wracking. And I've been to huge conferences before, and I've been very nervous before. But this one is because geographically it's far away. I mean, the amount of money people spent in getting us there. It was a huge responsibility. So for me, it was I was very nervous. Very good sound system. Okay, so we landed in Sydney on Wednesday morning, which is yesterday morning. Jet lag is ripping our bodies apart, but there's no time to worry about that. Right now, we are at the venue which will hold the fundraiser tomorrow, featuring the Cities of Light documentary and recitations, as well as a keynote speaker, and obviously the auction. I'm feeling a bit nervous because there's a lot of expectations on my shoulders to deliver and perform, but hopefully it's a challenge that I'll rise up to, because I've been in this situation before, and it's game time now. So hopefully make a difference, inshallah, make a difference to this community by really inspiring them, predominantly to yearn the ziyarah of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. That's the bottom line, is to yearn the ziyarah for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So hopefully through the documentary and through the recitations and through the fundraiser, we'll get their hearts pumping towards going to ziyarah, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, I practiced everything beforehand. I did all my trials, I did all my testing. Sound test was successful. So I'm always very apprehensive when I go to different countries, because I need a day or two or three to get used to the environment there. Number one, we had jet lag. And when I say jet lag, I'm talking about 12-hour difference of jet lag. So I had to go over that. Number two, it was sunny. And for me, sunny and sun spells hay fever. And I've got quite deep hay fever. So alhamdulillah, when I got there wasn't much grass and stuff around, so I was okay on that side.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, tonight we're able to join the brothers and sisters of the Sunni community in supplication and prayer for Dua Kumail. I think at one of the Islamic centers in Preston, so I'm looking forward to that, inshallah. Should be good. Should be spiritually moving and charged.
كيف أحوالك؟ أهلا وسهلا، خير مقدم، كيف أحوالكم؟ كيف صحتكم؟ نلتقي بعد سنتين أو 3 سنوات.
To welcome Brother Ali Fadhil to enlighten us with a beautiful recitation, especially for our Dua Kumail group. Please welcome him with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
So the night before the event, I was invited, or the team was invited, to attend a Dua Kumail session, upon which there was a mini lecture by Sheikh Jihad Ismail, and after that was the salah, the Maghrib salah, and then after that was the Dua Kumail recitations. And again, I thought to myself, well, I could do your bog standard dua, use as much of a nice voice as I can to get people really connected with the dua. But then I thought, well, hold on, the majority, if not all of them, understand English. And all of them want to connect to Dua al-Kumail. That's the reason why they're there, to hear the recitations of Dua al-Kumail. So I thought, hold on, and there are special words, what I call bingo lines within the dua, where each and every person has their own special relationship with. So be it the beginning, or be it the middle, there's certain words or certain sentences that people really connect with. So I thought these sentences, which are the bingo lines, where people are really connected with, if I do them in English, put a voice to it, it adds to the connection, because people are not only understanding the English, the Arabic, but they're understanding the words that they're reciting. It's not just a parrot or lip service, just, you know, no, it's more of, again, another dimension, adding another dimension to the recitation, to the dua. So what I did was I did a short piece of poetry before the dua. I did the dua in Arabic, all of it was in Arabic, but there were certain places where I stopped, and I would do it in English as well, to get people more connected with the dua. And again, for me, it was a very a good experience, because it's something creative, it's something new, by which we can get more people to connect with these du'as.
أنا تابع لأولي العلا والسؤدد فهم ملاذي في الحياة ومسندي. أنا تابع لأولي العلا والسؤدد فهم ملاذي في الحياة ومسندي. يا من أتاني سائلا، يا من أتاني سائلا عن مذهبي.
You see, the fascinating thing about Shia Islam, and especially the fascinating thing about the Imams themselves, is that not only are they a guide, but how are they a guide? We always hear people say, you know, the Imams are a guide to salvation, and so on and so forth, but technically, how are they guides? What exactly did they leave? What exactly did they do for you to really take into your life, for them to guide you towards the right path? One of the legacies that they left is the performance of a dua. You're calling out towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you're asking Him for help, and you're asking Him for salvation, and you're asking Him for guidance. Now, you can say it in a normal voice, you can say it in your own language. Oh Allah, please help me in so and so, or oh Allah, please, yeah. But then what the Imams have done is they've left books and books of ready-made sentences in which you can use to speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And of course, it's your language, it's the vehicle upon which you can reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's the importance of du'as.
With my wails and cries, Karbalai, and finally opposite me, your pure shrine lies. All my life I've lived, now I meet with my demise. Karbalai, I live my life and what I had been, I come to you with all my cries and sins. I don't care, oh forgive her. Now I'm here in Karbala, Karbala, Karbala. Oh my Lord, whom can I ask beside you to remove my afflictions and to look into my affairs? Ilahi wa Rabbi, man li